What do you mean, Baxter? I don't... What? All right. Hey there, kids! It's me, the General! I'm here to read you guys a little story that I actually wrote. Yeah, I wrote it in this little notebook. Yeah. A little memoir of my time back in the war. It's called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas, the Monster War Edition." "'Twas the night before Christmas, in the midst of the war. My troops were all freezing, right down to their core. In trenches they dug with precision and care, in fear that the enemy soon would be there. The Bigfoots were holed up, all snug in the trees, hoping to blow us full of holes like Swiss cheese. And I, with my mustache and metal so bright, had just settled my head for a long sleepless night. When out of the trees there arose such a roar that I sprang from my cot and ran across the floor. Out of my tent I flew like a hawk and beheld the enemy with horror and shock. The light from the moon on the cold snowy ground showed we were outnumbered, no hope to be found. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but their leader appearing as they gave a cheer. I knew him at once, which just made me sick. It was Sergeant Green, that traitorous dick. In quite warlike fashion, his Bigfoots did dance, and he screamed and he shouted and ordered, "Advance! Now Bigfoot, sweet Bigfoots, go murder our foe! Go destroy their spirits! Go forth now! Go! Kill every human! Kill one and all! On this Christmas Eve, the General will fall." Fat chance. Completely surrounded, with nowhere to fly, I felt in my heart we were all gonna die. Straight at our position, the Bigfoots all flew to end all our lives and then eat us too. I regained composure and ordered my troops to form up and fire from defensive loops. As I drew out my pistol and fired around, straight at me a Bigfoot came with a bound. He was covered in fur from his head to his feet and smelled like the smell were trash and ass meat. An M134 was slung down at his side, and blood from my troops now speckled his hide. His feet, they were massive, his fur, how it stank, pecs rippling like rainbow. He was built like a tank. His freakish long limbs and muscles aplenty showed us he was stronger than 10 men or 20. His gross yellow teeth peeked out from his lips, and the skulls of poor humans were hung from his hips. He had a broad face, the same as an ape, from which came a screaming through his mouth agape. His mongoloid brow stuck out like a shelf. I screamed when I saw him, and then shat myself, but regained composure after shaking my head and shot at the Bigfoot and filled his ass with lead. He spoke not a word, but fell straight to the grass. I sighed with relief. I had kicked its ass. I rallied my troops, and we fought for our lives with bullets and swords and axes and knives. We drove our foe back. We had won the day. The good guys had won. Yippee! Hooray! I shouted to Green as he ran out of sight, "Happy Christmas, you bitch!" And to all a good night. Yeah. Merry Christmas.